In the wealthy kingdom of Nurabad, Sultan Rafiq ruled from a magnificent marble palace. But outside his golden gates, the people were suffering, roads were broken, food was scarce, and markets were empty. The king watched from his balcony in silence, tired and unaware of how deep the problems had become. Beside him stood Wazeer Zarar, his most trusted minister, always smiling, always assuring, "Everything is fine, my king." While the people struggled, Wazeer Zarar lived like a king. He rode golden chariots, wore silk robes, and threw royal feasts for his rich allies. The king never asked questions. He believed in Zarar like a brother. But the people began to whisper, "Where is our gold going?" One evening, a young servant named Ayan was cleaning the old royal library. As he moved a bookshelf, he discovered a hidden scroll covered in dust. It was a letter from the old king Sultan Rafiq's father, warning of Zarar's family and their hunger for power. Ayan knew right then something was terribly wrong. At dinner, with the palace quiet and the food untouched, Ayan bravely handed the scroll to the king. Sultan Rafiq read every word, and as he did, his eyes filled with regret. He realized he had been blind for years, trusting a man who was slowly stealing the soul of his kingdom. The next morning, the king called a gathering. But this time, he stood before his people without his crown. "I wore gold while you carried pain," he said, "but that ends today." The people stared, silent. Zarar was brought forward in chains, no longer smiling. The truth had begun to shine. Zarar was stripped of his title, his jewels removed in front of the people. His crimes were announced: stolen lands, missing gold, and a trail of lies. The king raised the scroll for all to see. "This paper saved our kingdom," he said. "Truth always finds its way." Zarar was stripped of his title, his jewels removed in front of the people. His crimes were announced: stolen lands, missing gold, and a trail of lies. The king raised the scroll for all to see. "This paper saved our kingdom," he said. "Truth always finds its way." The king changed everything. He built a new council, not of royals, but of common people, farmers, teachers, workers. And by his side stood Ayan, no longer just a servant, but a royal advisor, not chosen by blood, but by bravery and truth. At sunset, Sultan Rafiq stood before the people, crown in his hand. "A crown means nothing," he said, "without truth beneath it." A soft wind blew, the people clapped, and hope returned to Nurabad. The kingdom had fallen, but now it was rising again. Power is not about wearing a crown. It's about carrying truth. Even the greatest leaders can be fooled, but true greatness is in accepting mistakes, standing for justice, and choosing honesty over ego. When truth rises, even a broken kingdom can be rebuilt.